can do the interview.
That's a bet. So, welcome to Bhillz live stream powered by Quality Music Management. We got Link to Link in the building, man. Mel Love, man. I appreciate you being here with us, man.
And I appreciate you too, family.
So we gonna jump into one of the. We gonna jump into one of the songs right away, man. So we're gonna play this Danger. Tell us about this track before we play it.
Danger, you know, that was my life when I first grew up, you know what I mean? So, you know, I evolved, I got older, so I don't even do records like that no more, you know? As you start to hear my records that I put out, you'll see the big change and the things that I talk about. Really, I'm pushing love and substance in life. You know, I don't want to push death upon my people or nothing like that, but there's always a start and an ending. So, you know, right now I'm just speaking and telling my story. So Danger, you know, like I said, that was just at the beginning. And with that record right there, Meek Mills took some of the lyrics to Danger and put it on his song Derrick Rose, and BMI called me up and they told me that the copyrights, that because you know you have to copyright and you have to register your music and everything, that you know Meek Mills took some of the lyrics. So I just said, you know, ain't no animosity or nothing like that. Just tell the brother I said thank you, you know what I mean, for doing what he did. If he need to get lyrics or anything like that and need somebody to scribe something out for him, just hit me up, because I'm a giving person. You don't have to take nothing from me. You know, so I just said thank you for the checks, and you know, keep them coming. That's all. So Danger, it's my business.
So we can get right into it, man. We go talk after this.
That's what I do.
Danger's my business. I'ma make sure that I leave no witness. Everybody run when they see Mel reaching. Danger's my business, you know it's not a secret. Dead man walking, you keep yapping, you be a dead man talking. Clear the crowd when I hop out, my band sparking. I like the tech, cause the tech land awkward. I hate to be the one that put you in that close coffin. I'm sorry, but now you in the land of the lost. And my plan is to grab all the groups around the world. With puppy state of mind, I'm guaranteed to make a fortune. Now back to the danger. Time to show prove how I move with the banger, release or some anger. Back in the days I got beat with the hanger. Daddy made me a man at an early age, feel me? I'm already dead, some motherfuckers can't kill me. Speak loud and aggressive so the whole world hear me, niggas nice and clearly. They watching their backs, I got them scared looking leery. About to attack, black snitch niggas stay calling the cops. Like the dawn of the east, Mel's calling the shots. Axe death, axe cause, I'm making it hot. And I'm coming to your town, so prepare to get got. Danger's the root of all evil, fuck money. Danger's the reason why niggas stay hungry. Danger's the reason why I run the streets reckless and don't give a fuck about letting my text spit. Killing broad day like I was born with a death wish. Rob you for your bracelet, your chain and your necklace. D-A-N-G-E to the R. Danger's my business, you know who we are. And no matter where I go, my life revolves around danger. Simply show no remorse to a stranger. Live by the gun, almost died by the razor, but death held me down with the infrared laser. Smoke weed the color of the Baltimore Ravens. A paranoid, have nightmares like Wes Craven. Okay then, you don't wanna get your dome blazing, so recognize you fucking with some made men. Why you think I scream danger's my business? Look into my eyes, you see danger's my business. Listen, you need more ammunition, fuck war. Take you on the road to perdition. You want more? I have you swimming with the fishes. My 4-4 is guaranteed to take care of business. I'm double L to the day that I die. Living life on the edge, that's the way that I ride. Young danger is the root of all evil, fuck money. Danger is the reason why niggas stay hungry. Danger is the reason why I run the streets reckless and don't give a fuck about letting my text spit. Killing broad day like I was born with a death wish. Rob you for your bracelet, your chain and your necklace. D-A-N-G-E to the R. Danger is my business, you know who we are. Hey yo, it's crunch time, I eat food like it's lunchtime. Bring the heat like sunshine. Die slow trying to touch mine. Y'all them dudes that are go to war with 1-9. Me, I'm straight from the ghetto, so I love grind. So tell me what you gonna do when my gun rise, run cause it's your time. I'm gangsta, fuck Po9. I'ma be the newest rapper that promote crime. I do this for the streets, the love, the gangsters, the thugs, the niggas that hate, that be giving me fake hugs, the envious snakes that be showing me fake love. But the minute you late, I'll be finishing your main thug. But I'm in this for this paper. Whether it's the rap game or the pimp game, label me a gangster, label me a thug nigga. Bub sipper, thug whipper, 38 snub spitter, gangster. Danger is the root of all evil, fuck money. Danger is the reason why niggas stay hungry. Danger is the reason why I run the streets reckless and don't give a fuck about letting my text spit. Killing broad day like I was born with a death wish. Rob you for your bracelet, your chain and your necklace. DANGE to the R. Danger is my business, you know who we are.
Good
This
looking.
is real dope. So for people that just getting familiar with you, man, tell people a little bit about like your background and stuff.
Well, I'm Mel Love, Link to Link, the
That's what I
movement.
do.
Danger's my business, I'ma make sure that I leave no witness.
My bad. All right, go ahead. My fault.
Uh, Blessings. Well, my name is Mel Love, Link to Link, the movement you want to move with from Harlem, New York. I worked at Def Jam first, then Uptown MCA, then Bad Boy Entertainment with Andre Harrell, Sean Puffy Combs, Kirk Burrows. I gave Biggie Smalls his name, the Notorious B.I.G., the King of New York. Managed G Dep, Aaron Hall, Black Rob. I brung Black Rob to Uptown, and Bad Boy. He was with us for a very long time before he got signed to Bad Boy Entertainment, you know. But that's a little bit about my history, I'm from the early on
I
days,
got you.
that picture right there is a good friend of mine, Illicoin in the background. That's Black Rob's son right there. I put Black Rob street sign up on 115th Street and First Avenue in Harlem, where we grew up at in Jefferson Housing. So every year we throw something for his birthday, Black Rob Day. So everybody come out to the fifth anniversary of Black Rob Day this year.
For sure. So tell us about how you got involved with working with Puff Daddy, P Diddy.
Well, I was doing a lot of parties and I was showing up at Uptown, MCA, every day, Universal Records, every single day, asking them, what type of openings they have. I'm the man for the job, and I went there every single day, being consistent until I got hired. One day I was on the train and I was going downtown because one of the A&Rs that was up there at Uptown at the time, Butt Naked Tim Dog, big shout outs to him. I was looking for a deal to get my artist signed because I was managing them at the time, which was Graveyard Shift. And that was a good friend of mine, Sean Blackson, Harlem Mad Dad. And I was trying to get them a deal. And Tim Dog, I seen him at the party with Heavy D and the boys, one day, and Andre Harrell. And I started talking to them at the party at the supper club. And I just said, if you're looking for artists and everything like that, I have some artists that I'm trying to get signed to the label, So he gave me his card and he was like, yeah, just come up to the office and, I'll listen to what you have. And back then we had tapes, you know what I mean? So everything was on the tape. Those who don't know what tapes are, little cassette tapes that we put our music on back then. And as I'm on a train, there was a guy sitting across from me, and come to find out it was Kirk Burrows, and we was going to the same place at the same time. And Kim Porter at the time, she was the secretary. And when I got into the office, she was like, "Oh, how you doing, Mel Love? You can have a seat, we'll get to you." Kirk Burrows walked up and he was asking Kim Porter for his mail and everything like that. But then Kim Porter was looking at me, pointing her finger like, yo, that's the man right there. You know what I mean? Whispering to me to, talk further with Kirk Burrows. But I didn't know who he was at the time. The conversation that we had on the train was a good conversation. He wanted to know if I was going to school and everything like that, which I was in Julia Richmond High School at the time. So, as he's walking through the door, you know, he told me that day, he was like, well, you know, you don't have to sit there no more. Come to the back with me and let me show you some other stuff. You know what I mean? Come to my office. So I'm like, all right, no problem. So as I'm sitting in his office, you know, he's telling me, um, what do I want to do as far as my music and what I'm looking to do. And I told him I was up there to go see Tim Dog, you know, to get my artist signed. But at the same time, I am looking for a job. And I know that I'm the best man for the job and everything like that. As I'm speaking to him, Puffy stormed into the office screaming on Kirk Burroughs like, yo, didn't I tell you to do this? Didn't I tell you to do that? So it kind of startled me. So I jumped up, like got into a fighting position, you know what I mean? And he was like, oh, no, calm down, Playboy. And then, you know, start laughing. And he was like, oh, what's going on, Mel? And he walked out. So Kirk Burroughs looked at me and he was like, yo, you want a job? I was like, hell yeah, that's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? So he was like, all right, you hired, you know what I mean? Go to school and then I see you when you get back. So I'm like, all right, good looking, you know? At the same time, I still was up there and I dropped my tape off to Tim Dog so he can get the tape that I really went up there to give for my artist that I was managing at the time.
That's awesome. So so we're gonna jump into one of your songs, man, real quick. Tell us about this song Raw. Or Out My Way. Out My Way.
Out My Way. Out My Way was a song that I came up with when I had my studio on Park Avenue on 115th Street. And, you know, I was just producing, you know, writing my lyrics and everything like that. And as I recorded it, you know, G Dep and Rudy Ray Roy was walking through the door and they was like, yo, what's that you working on? And I was like, oh, there's this song called Out My Way. So I just told them the chorus, excuse me, get out my way. I don't want to talk. Why? Because I ain't got nothing to say. Because I ain't really had nothing to say with people. And the mindset that I was on at that particular time, it was because, you know, as a person like me, I'm a giving person and I'm always coming up with innovative ideas. So sometimes being that type of individual, people steal from you and they take your ideas, they take and they want to use it and act like they did it and everything like that. So I envisioned myself doing the video saying, excuse me, get out my way, I don't want to talk. And as I'm saying this, I was mushing people, you know what I mean, out my face, you know what I mean? I don't want to talk to you, get out of here, you know what I mean? So that's how I came up with that song right there, you know, Out My Way. So everybody can go enjoy that right there.
So we'll get right into it.
This is the remix. Due to the lanes in the game, that's why I came. I didn't have to kill or flip that cane. I know the real Michael Wright, Eddie Kane. Nights like this, I feel sorry for you, man, it's going down. And I ain't talking young jock, I could chill on any block without being blood or crip because of hip hop. If it wasn't that, I would leave anyway, cause I ain't got no time to be playing with your locals, man. Worldwide like link to link, worldwide INC when IMC link. I come through with that good music, everyday struggle, I gotta get my hood through it. Wanna peep my swag, keep Harlem on tour. Come to my shows, leave your problems at the door. To hood, hit the exit. But shorty looking good, I might put on my guest list. Excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Cause I ain't got nothing to say.
Quiet is kept, known to shake him to the soul. You in my way, make a hole. No time for convo, we can hang at the condo. Sweat dripping, banging like congos. So harmonic with the way the song goes. Hey ya, ride 'em like Tonto. From the Wild West to the Eastern Shore. Release that raw, in the streets I'm law. Who the ladies gon' love when they play this in the club? Me, that's who, no need to ask, bro, that ain't the question at hand. You see these weapons in my hand, blam, let that be a lesson to your man. All that hootin' and hollering, acting bug in the club. They shoulda knew we would follow him. Dude must have been on Klonopins, looking like fool. Shoulda knew we would swallow him.
Excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please
fleece well. Probably ain't like to make, not the V12. Call V8 like to drink if I release hell. Probably I could think about seashells. Proper things, copper rings, yo, out in LA. Out in Cali in the valley, en route to MA. Back the way they begin in town E, maybe the Maui. Never rainy or cloudy. Try to play me, slay or delay, we could get rowdy now. I'm curb surfing, these birds chirping, the words curtains. For herbs certain, they words hurting the verb merchant. The nerve of them, I never heard of them. Surprised that they even got by the surveillance. Cameras, lights, action, stressing the act. A nigga life too depressing to rap. And that's for sure though, the cat and auto. Let me lick you from your torso to your auto. It's all though, the boy like Pillsbury. The checks go at next go, got all the mills buried.
Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say.
Nah, that's dope, man. I fuck with it, man. So what was it that
Thank
got you wanting to make music in the first place? Or get in the business? Your dad?
My dad, yeah, he was writing records and everything like that with his cousins, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, and Smokey Robinson was one of his friends. My uncle Gilbert Price, you know, he did plays with Melba Moore, Timbuktu. So, you know, me growing up into that environment, seeing my uncle come through the house, and, you know, my dad always waking me up saying, hey, I wrote this.
I don't know what happened. I just will play another one of his songs while we'll see if he comes back on. Alright, we'll play this song while we waiting for him. Actually, we'll just replay the song.
This is the
Get out my way.
Due to the lanes in the game, that's why I came. I didn't have to kill or flip that cane. I know the real Michael Wright, Eddie Kane. Nights like this, I feel sorry for you, man, it's going down. And I ain't talking young jock, I could chill on any block without being blood or crip because of hip hop. If it wasn't that, I would leave anyway, cause I ain't got no time to be playing with your locals, man. Worldwide like Link to Link, worldwide INC when IMC Link. I come through with that good music, everyday struggle, I gotta get my hood through it. Wanna peep my swag, keep Harlem on tour. Come to my shows, leave your problems at the door. To hood, hit the exit. Cause shorty looking good, I might put on my guest list. Excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say.
Quiet as kept, known to shake him to the soul. You in my way, make a hole. No time for convo, we can hang at the condo. Sweat dripping, hun banging like Congos. So harmonic with the way the song goes. Hey ya, ride 'em like Tonto. From the Wild West to the Eastern Shore. Release that raw, in the streets I'm law. Who the ladies gon' love when they play this in the club? Me, that's who, no need to ask, bro, that ain't the question at hand. You see these weapons in my hand, blam, let that be a lesson to your men. All that hootin' and hollering, acting bug in the club. They shoulda knew we would follow him. Dude must have been on Klonopins, looking like food. Shoulda knew we would swallow him.
Excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way, I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say.
I rock the fleece well. Probably ain't like to make, not the V12. Call V8 like to drink if I release hell. Probably I could think about seashells. Proper things, copper rings, yo, out in LA. Out in Cali in the valley, en route to MA. Back the way they begin in town E, maybe the Maui. Never rainy or cloudy. Try to play me, slay or delay, we could get rowdy now. I'm curb surfing, these birds chirping, the words curtains. For herbs certain, they words hurting the verb merchant. The nerve of them, I never heard of them. Surprised that they even got by the surveillance. Cameras, lights, action, stressing the act. A nigga life too depressing to rap, and that's for sure though. The cat and all though. Let me lick you from your torso to your all though. It's all though, the boy like Pillsbury. The checks go at Mexico, got all the mills buried.
Please excuse me, get out my way. I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way. I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way. I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say. Please excuse me, get out my way. I don't wanna talk. Why? Cause I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, nah, that's dope though. Yeah, but yeah. So I think we are talking about you're talking about how you first got into making music and stuff.
Right. Yeah, so like I said, my dad was the one that put me in the music, and I just grew fond of it, and I just started, just doing music with myself first, and then I had so many people that I grew up with in my neighborhood, Jefferson Housing, that I just started working with people, coming upstairs to my house, like old artists like Phil Kaiser from the East Side Sopranos alumni, Black Rob, used to come upstairs to my house while I'm beating on pots and pans and putting water in cups and everything and putting the tape decks in and just, creating different ideas and different sounds and everything like that. So I just started, growing my craft and just started doing what I have to do until I got older and then started getting studios at different locations, and then really working with people and just doing what I love.
So how was it? How did you end up giving Biggie his name? Tell us about that story.
Oh wow. I was coming in from school, Julia Richmond High School at the time, and Kirk Burrows was like, "Listen, everybody's in a conference room right now, trying to come up with a name for Biggie because he cannot use the name Biggie Smalls anymore because there's another Biggie Smalls out there that does what they do together, music. So only one person can use the name Biggie Smalls, and that name Biggie Smalls came from a movie back in the day. So I'm like, okay. So I went into the conference room and I sat down with everybody that was in the conference room, like Sybil, which was Puffy's assistant at the time, Total's manager, Q, Jesse West, Third Eye. We all sitting there, Keisha from Total, and we just talking, chopping it up, like colleagues do, laughing and trying to come up with different names and everything. So I just went to the side and I closed my eyes and I started praying to God, having a conversation, saying, I met Biggie first, and he was in the office rapping to me, and he's funny, and doing a lot of joking around, and he's witty with the flow. And when he reminded me of a pastor when he flowed, because everything that he was rapping about, you can see it, So I was like, wow. So as I'm having this conversation with God, I'm just praying, saying, hey, please allow me to come up with a name, or allow us in the office to come up with a name for Biggie, so we could put out these records and everything. So as I'm sitting there, I just caught myself writing, and I just started writing it down. No two or I. And then I said, oh. And then everybody looked at me and they was like, what happened, Mel? I was like, oh, nothing. I'm just having a conversation with God right now. You know what I mean? And I said, us. So that was Notorious. So I put the Notorious, and I said, all right, he's big. I don't think he's going to get skinny anytime soon going in the gym. So I'm just going to keep it B-I-G, B.I.G. So the Notorious B.I.G., the King of New York. And I wrote it down, wrapped it up, and threw it in the basket. And then Kirk Burrows came inside and he was like, all right, y'all finished? So everybody was like, yeah, they wrote down their names and everything like that. And what was told to us was, don't put your name on the name that you're gonna write. Just put the name down that you have for Biggie and throw it in the pot. So I was like, I thought that was strange. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna not put my name on something. I'm tired of people, not knowing it's me that come up with these ideas. So I'm putting my name on there. So I went against the grain doing that. So
Yeah.
I put my name in the basket. So Kirk Burrows came inside, took it, and then went out. Next thing you know, we still in there sitting down, talking. And then Puffy came inside and he looked at everybody. Then he tapped me on the shoulder and he was like, "Good job, Mel Love." And I said, "Huh?" So then after that, he walked out. And as he walked out, he started screaming at the top of his lungs, "Ah, we got one. Oh, we got it. Oh, man, we going to do it now." So, he's screaming, saying all that. So that's how we came out with, the Notorious B.I.G.'s name. And we got to drop the first single, Party and Bullshit.
Yeah, that's dope. So how's your relationship with Diddy in present day?
Now,
Yeah.
it's just it always been a up and down like a roller coaster type relationship, but I always show love and respect, to those who hired me back in the day and everything like that. I don't go against the grain or talk foul against nobody when I'm up on these platforms and stuff like that. Anything I do or have to say to somebody, I tell them right there so we can have an understanding. But nowadays we cool. I'm still hearing from him from jail and everything like that. So, it is what it is.
For sure.
I just
So
say peace and blessings to people, you know what I mean? Blessings to him, his family, and, his journey that he's going through right now.
yeah. So with all your experience in the music industry, what would be like some advice that you could give to like a young artist?
To be yourself, because everything else is taken out here, and know the business. If you're going to be a part of something, know what you're getting yourself into and keep on going. Don't stop. Even when people try to shut you down and they don't believe in you, you don't have to worry about none of that. Don't listen to none of that, because that's a major distraction. You have to get into your own mind, pray to God, keep him first at everything that you do, and then just keep on believing in yourself and keep on moving forward, because eventually you're going to crack the code and you're going to get the key to open at that door so you can walk through.
Definitely. So let's talk about We Got It. That's the next one we go play. Tell us a little bit about this song.
We Got It is another record I did at the same time when I did Out My Way. It was like a back-to-back thing. I was on the vibe and I just said, visualizing myself having everything, and just having fun with it, at clubs and just doing what I have to do, at these parties, or being with my artists, then doing what I'm doing in the studio. I did that record with myself, G Dep, and Brock out. So we got it.
All
Oh,
right, we'll
and
get right into it.
yeah, that was a fun song to do right there.
For sure. So we'll get right into it. This is We Got all the songs we're playing they're available on all platforms, right?
Yeah, all major
Okay.
platforms, produced by yours truly, Mel Love Link to Link, the movement you want to move with.
That's right. All right, so we'll get right into it, man. This is We Got It.
Cheer. Link to link. Let's.
Chicks, black, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Asian, Haitian,
We got it.
The whip on 26, the coupe on 22s. When it comes to the ride, homie,
We got
when
it.
it comes to stunning like a star in my car, with all of the bras, homie,
We got it.
Chicks, black, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Asian, Haitian,
Hey yo, catch me in the buggy ride, two-seater, Milky Way seats in the chrome heater with a little Puerto Rican meter. When I meet her, I'ma greet her. When I greet her, I'ma beat it. That's simple. You can call me a cheater. I'm in a club called Cheaters VIP. With 4 divas getting brain puffin' reefer. Fake thugs trying to get me dap. No bye-bye. Get out my face. Fake producers trying to steal my shit. Work without me, they're trying to steal my hits. No, maybe because I seen the ice on the wrist. The cash that I just look nice in the clips. Let's go.
Chicks, black, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Asian, Haitian,
We got it.
The whip on 26, the coupe on 22s. When it comes to the ride, homie,
We got
when
it.
it comes to stunning like a star in my car, with all of the bras, homie,
We got it.
Chicks, black, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Asian, Haitian, Game in the smash, everybody talk about it, pay cash. Ain't no need to walk around and run with the brigade, but they in the bathroom, in there like ragu, they shaking the apple. Bottoms, got 'em stuck in the last tune. Models sucking the cashews like vacuums. Played a buffoon and try to deny the heat while the variety got me sliding with something God need. Trying to see something while leaving my seed something. Fuck my needs. What mommy, them D's coming. Remembering them days we really ain't need nothing. Well, they gone now. I'm pulling on weed, frontin' the V's. Yo, it's on like light bulbs when it's dark. About bread, this ain't out for Hitchcock. Cause it ain't no mystery. Just the clean, what you need. We got it. Let's breathe. We got it. Chicks, black, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Asian, Haitian, you know.
We got it.
The whip on 26, the coupe on 22s. When it comes to the ride, homie.
We got it.
When it comes to stunning like a star in my car, with all of the bras, homie, you know.
We got it.
Chicks, black, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Asian, you know.
I'ma call it how I see it, up at something European. Fleeing through these streets in trucks you can't see in me. And depth, we did our thing with BR. Pay attention, you can see just how distinguished we are. Love when fake they'll show up popping them bottles at bars. I'm in the projects popping them hollows and moving that raw. Never picture little Brocky around these modeling bras. Going up the streets, no more ducking them knocks in the dark. On stage, whipping it down, partying hard. Do this as a hobby, y'all, cause this is hardly a job. Learn from the best, y'all know my man Bacardi Raw. The two men with the woe and laugh like Hardy Hard. We go back like la-di-da. Fast shoestrings, crease pants up in them Adidas. Cats act hard but soft as Haagen-Dazs. Took somebody money, man, and it's probably yours. What?
Chicks, black, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Asian, Haitian, you know.
We got it.
The whip on 26, the coupe on 22s. When it comes to the ride, homie.
We got it.
When it comes to stunning like a star in my car, with all of the bras, homie, you know.
We got it.
Chicks, black, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Asian, you know.
I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Big shout outs to Duce, who's on the chorus with me. You know, G Dep and Brock out. You know, we did our thing on that track. A lot of people like that. That's a club banger for them, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I like the energy of it and stuff too. So
Thank you.
let's talk about the foundation, the Alzheimer's foundation that you got an award for right here. Tell people a little bit about that.
That was through a good friend of mine, you know, that I was working with, you know, Rainey Davis and Pete Warner. You know, I was up in the studio myself. We was working on some records and everything like that. And Pete Warner and Rainey Davis, they had the song "Sweetheart," which Mariah Carey and Jermaine Dupri did over. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, we got a call to do the celebrity baseball game, you know, myself, G Dep, Rainey Davis, Dave Chappelle, and a whole bunch of other people that attended. So, you know, that's how I got that award, you know, playing in the celebrity baseball game at Shea Stadium in Queens.
That's dope. That's dope. So with all your experience in the music industry, how has it been like watching it form into how you know, like you said, like you start with tapes and stuff, and then now there's not even everything's online. It's all streams and stuff. Like, how has it been seeing that form and stuff?
Well, it's a big difference because back in the day, you know, from starting off with the 8 tracks to the tapes to the records to CDs, you know, major change with the streaming. Streaming, I think we all been bamboozled and lied to because back in the day, we was able to sell direct to consumer, hand to hand with everybody. All the fans, they can have something tangible, you know, to have from us, and we make our money right then and there. We making money selling. Like I do it to this day. I never stop. So that's why I'm able to stay afloat and do the things that I'm doing out here as Link to Link, the movement you want to move with. People look at me and they like, wow, Mel Love been independent since the 90s. Yes, I have. And I'm still relevant. I'm still here 2026 because I never changed the formula. I didn't like I'm on every single platform like everybody is on right now, but I learned early when I started seeing that no money was being made because I don't understand what's a half a penny. There's no such thing to me. You understand? That's not money. at all these
Yeah.
zero zero zeros, and they just taking all the money and they're not paying you what you really worth. I've been making money direct to consumer since the 90s, selling my mixtapes to just being in shows, getting paid from promoters booking me for shows, or any of the artists that I'm working with booking shows. But still, when I show up at these places, I still have CDs, that they can purchase, or I got T-shirts that they can purchase. So that never changed. So that money still comes in. With the streaming, you know, I feel like we've been lied to because they don't pay like they really supposed to. Me as a producer, me as a writer, I'm an artist, as well as having a label, Link to Link LLC. It's like, all right, if I'm dependent on streaming, I'll be broke. I wouldn't have anything to move around, to do anything to help my artists, to do anything out here if I just depended on the streaming from being online. So this is what I mean, that we all was lied to and bamboozled, because they got everybody to go online and just focus on some numbers, which the numbers don't mean nothing. And people in their mindset, I'm like, would you rather have a bunch of numbers, or you rather have your bank filled up? For me, I want to have my bank filled up. That's why I keep on selling CDs and T-shirts and doing the things that I do. Multiple streams of income. I can't depend on no streaming system, even though my numbers are high on the Spotify, and these YouTube and stuff like that. But still can't depend on that, because look at the situation with Snoop. He sold 1 billion something worth of music, and he didn't get paid 1 billion worth of dollars for streaming. So it don't make no sense
Yeah.
to me. So I tell every single body out there, as far as being influencer, an entrepreneur, you an artist, you a label, get your money direct to consumer and continue on selling your CDs, because CDs never stop. I still get a CD player inside every single vehicle. I know other people have CD players in their vehicles and DVDs. So I never stopped that. So I still have a TV show called Follow the Flavor, where I'm still interviewing artists and giving them a platform so they can, talk whatever they need to talk, or, advertise their stuff. And I've been doing that since the 90s, so that never stopped with me.
For sure. So back into another one of the songs. We're gonna play this "Worth It." Tell us a little about the play it.
Well, Worth It was a song that I did with a good friend of mine, True Mac. He was going through a situation with his kid's mom, and, we sat down talking about it as brothers, because he was one of my barbers cutting my hair. And when he told me his story, I was like, wow, that's interesting. We need to come up with something, that's going to be more effective and help people in the long run, so they know what they can go through. So when I did that record right there, that was from his story, because everybody always asks me, "Yo, that's your story, and that's your kids and your." I'm like, nah, that don't have nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? That's a good friend of mine, True Mac. And I always say, big shout outs to True Mac, because that expired that record right there, Finito, and that's one of my solo records right there. So y'all go ahead, listen to it, and enjoy it.
For sure. So we get right into it, man. This is worth it.
Oh, worth it, worth it, worth it. Yeah, worth it. As
Yeah, we got. Yeah, I got Finito. Finito's the next
all
one. I
right.
got. Hold on.
Yeah,
Unless
worth
you
it,
want to
and
play.
Finito is on a similar basis.
Were
You
you
know what I
talking?
mean?
You were talking about Finito just now, though.
Yeah, I would say
Okay. All right. I'll play Finito.
Finito and Worth It is similar, because it's dealing with, the women problems. For me, Worth It is like me working so hard in the studio. You know what I mean? When a woman think that you out cheating and you messing around, but I'm not doing none of these things. I'm just in the studio working. I'm doing shows. I'm on the road, doing what I can do to make ends meet. And she don't understand that I gotta work. You want my time, you want to eat steak or peanuts, either or. So you want my time so much that you thinking I'm out here cheating, when I'm not. I'm in the studio working on my craft, the songs, going in the studio, doing doing what I gotta do while she's out there meeting somebody new and she cheating and doing what she doing because I didn't give her the time. So that's what Worth It came up with, you know what I mean?
All
So
right, so
Worth It and Finito is like kind of similar records right there too.
okay, we'll go ahead and play Worth It then, and then
Yeah,
we'll jump into Finito afterwards. So this is Worth
Worth
It.
It.
Damn, who made this?
I done putting that work, thought you was worth it, but you too extra, had to swerve, for that drama, gotta work, for that come up, had to swerve, I done putting that work, thought you was worth it, but you too extra, had to swerve, for that drama, gotta work, for that come up, had to swerve. You too extra. I don't even wanna text ya. You be tweaking all weekend, so it's time I gotta let ya. Be so fine, I kinda wish I never met shorty. Smoke split for day and forget ya. Really worried about check though. Touchdown to LEX though. Penny luggage in the net flow. Everybody in the game trying to work cause you know your boy next though. If you heard her at the Met last year at the wars, they been waiting on me. I was too busy turning up on them, both of them to be hating on me. I pull up like skirt, pull your chain flirt, no. Put a band in the row, ayy, with some jeans and a shirt, yeah. Shorty on my line, she getting on my nerve. So you know I have to swerve. I done put in that work, thought you was worth it, but you too extra, had to swerve, for that drama, gotta work, for that come up, had to swerve, I done put in that work, thought you was worth it, but you too extra, had to swerve, for that drama, gotta work, for that come up, had to swerve. Swerve the sections, you don't act this, acting like they give you extra credit. In this text, you talking to yourself. What the fuck is you schizophrenic? Steady blowing up my line, knowing that I'm trying to see a guap. Always asking about the chicks and fuck, so I left her ass with 3 dots. Ain't nothing to cut a hater and go off a bitch off, and that's real talk. Mike Hardy got that horse flow. Look at me, about to peel off. Henny got it sick and swerving, trying to stick her ace in the raw. She know I be on that fly dish, shit, she in my grill like Paul Wall. Made a band, so I'm trying to flip it. Touch the roasty, I'm trying to whip it. Gold yard, yeah, I'm trying to get it like the front row until my latest whip it. Fresh Prince, no Bel Air, get you all hype like tail spinning. Get my lucks loaded so you haters can get this work. Thought you was worth it, but you too extra, had to swerve, for that drama, gotta work, for that come up, had to swerve, I done put in that work, thought you was worth it, but you too extra, had to swerve, for that drama, gotta work, for that come up, had to swerve.
That's just real dope. So I guess we'll go ahead and jump into the
Thank you.
Finito since you already told us about that song. So we'll go ahead and play Finito too.
Always been on my 2020. I can't hear myself. Oh, shit. Why I can't hear myself? Finito. Always been hollering. Cause of that shit you do. Finito. Shit, cause it's over. Finito. I'm not feeling you wanna argue. You wanna fuss. You wanna shit you do. Finito. I'm cutting you. A lot of Puerto Rican, but I'm yo, first of all, in front of ever try to libel, you only happy for money and anyone can buy you. Be cool, I'ma try to. Shit, you got me vexed, so let's call him Mel on the cell. Really got me stressed, chick, watch me flex. Living unfaithful, it's money to chase, boo. And shit, you was ungrateful, damn, I used to live with you. Now only have this kid with you, got me locked on this bed with you. I let the crib with you. Got my own place, got caller ID, so when you call my home late, chick, I don't need you, I got my own cake. When Mel Rome states my name, you know I'm great. You better off manless. You took advantage the way you planned this, so it's only right we both scandalous. And I try to give you everything. I tried. Finito, I feel you. Cause of that shit you do. Finito, I'm cutting you. It's over. over, boo. Finito, I'm not feeling you. Cause of that shit you do. Finito, I'm cutting you.
I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm
You know chicks insecure would never be satisfied. Sometimes to keep it cool with you, I had to lie. Damn, used to go off like a time bomb. So I get my way twisted split to keep my mind calm. Hitting the club, trying to mellow down. Sours, I'm a retto now. Being we not settled down. Saying hello now to slide offs. I need a new chick to vibe off. Me and you is through chicks, so ride off. I need a new life, a new wife. Plus you shice, hand the evil type. I got to leave you hype. I can read you right. Slow down, mind. It's like you trying to speed through lights. I used to feed you life, but you did smell up. Don't try to kiss smell up. Your fam said I sell drugs. Said I was a player and I just throw clubs. You're a hater, use my mistake. You miss smell up. You finito, I'm not feeling you. Cause of that shit you do. Finito, I'm cutting you. It's over, boo. Finito, I'm not feeling you. Cause of that shit you do. Finito, I'm cutting you.
I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm
Finito, I'm not feeling you. Cause of that shit you do. Finito, I'm cutting you.
I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so chulo.
Finito, I'm not feeling you. Cause of that shit you do. Finito, I'm cutting you. It's over, finito. You finito. You finito.
With the glasses now.
You finito. You finito.
I like both of them joints, man. It's just smooth. So we just got into 2026, man. What do you got in store for the people for the new year?
Well, for 2026, movies, more videos, more music, shows. Anybody that want to book me for shows, they can hit me up at Link2Link LLC, the number 2 at gmail.com, or go to my website at www.link2linktv.com. And we can do business. And I'm not trying to, hurt anybody's pockets, anything like that. I work with everybody, so you got a good budget. I work with you. Let's move forward and do what we got to do, for 2026 and beyond.
For sure. So the last song we got on here is "Thank You." So tell us about this song.
Thank you. I wrote "Thank You" because I lost my little sister, Dr. Latanya Coleman, and I lost my dad on Father's Day of last year. And I've been going through a grieving, and I haven't did no music or anything like that. So one day I just started plugging up my equipment in the house, and then I just said, I gotta do something. I gotta get back into my craft because I know they wouldn't want me to stop. And I just started crying, trying to produce the record first, with the beat, and it was just pouring out of me, and then pause. And I started writing, and then I just came up with the song "Thank You." Thank you for the love. Thank you to everybody that hated on me. Thank you for people that stole from me. Thank you to all of those that didn't show up when I showed up for them. Just thank you. If it took all that, or people borrowing money from me and didn't pay me back or nothing like that, keep it. You know what I mean? If it take that to keep y'all away from me and I can keep my peace and sanity, then this is what it is. Thank you for all that. You know what I mean? So I want them to enjoy my thank you song.
No, I like it. I like the whole concept of it because that's the thing. You gotta thank people for the bad shit too. You know what I mean? Because
Right, for
sometimes people doing
everything.
you bad made you stronger or made you opened
Right,
up your eyes. You know what I mean? As long as you learn from it, you know what I mean.
right.
Then, all right. So we gonna get right into it. So the song is called "Thank You."
To everybody that ever believed in the vision, thank you. Thank you for the love, thank you for the pain. Every struggle made of blessings in the rain. Every note turned a king into a name. Link the link, yeah, we built it from the flame. Thank you for the nights, thank you for the fight. Thank you for the lessons that turn wrongs right. From the bottom to the light, from the loss to the win. Godspeed forever, we gon' rise again. I remember late night with no sleep in sight. Dream about the vision that we taking flight. Lost my sister and my pops, yeah, they paid my lane. Every lyric that I speak, got they soul in the game. Independent grind, no label gonna define me. Pray to the Lord, let the angels remind me. From the project to the stage, same hunger, same heart. Same metal love, just a brighter start. They ain't open the door, so I built my own key. Put the code to the lot, link the link, that's me. I do it for the ones who ain't get that shot. Now the blueprint is out, now we taking that spot. Thank you for the love, thank you for the pain. Every struggle made of lessons in the rain. Every note turned a king into a name. Link the link, yeah, we built it from the flame. Thank you for the nights, thank you for the fight. Thank you for the lessons that turn wrongs right. From the bottom to the light, from the loss to the win. Godspeed forever, we gon' rise again. This is for the dreamers, believers, the ones still climbing. You closer than you think, just keep on shining. Every setback fueled, every scar's designed. The proof is still blessed, provided by the grind. Link to Link Nation, we the proof and the plan. Turn vision to a blueprint, blueprint to a brand. Ain't no faking, we just make it happen, said when we can. Every seed that was planted, now we watch it expand. If you hear this, you a part of the light. The movement you wanna move with, take flight. Godspeed, link the link. The movement you wanna move with.
I definitely feel it, man. So before we get out here, man, I got one last question for you. What's the best advice that somebody has given you?
The best advice that somebody gave me was keep on going, keep on doing what you're supposed to do. Um, just love what you do. Don't make it a job. Just love everything about it, so it don't feel like a job. That it feels natural. And that was my dad, giving me that advice when I was a kid, telling me, because I wanted to be an architect and I wanted to be a lawyer. And he was like, well, you can draw, because I made it into the Museum of Art with one of my art projects and everything like that. And as far as being a lawyer, I'm a great debater, you know. So at that time, I thought about it when I started boxing and then going to, this music, I just said, I love the music more than everything else. I don't want to box no more. I did make it to Golden Gloves. I used to fight karate. I made it to black belt, and all these things that my dad put me a part of, it taught me these credible lessons. And I just said, one thing about this music industry is evolving. Is so much change, and for me, I'm different, so I want to show diversity. I don't want to be sounding the same like everybody out there. That's why all the records that I sent to you that you played, you see how different they all are. You see the diversity in those records, um, and none of them sound the same. And that's what the music business is supposed to be. That's where I came from,
Yeah,
growing up from the early age of seeing the people that came before me, like a Curtis Blow, the Furious Five, all the people, Keras One, LL Cool J, and all of these people are my friends too, So I
yeah,
got to meet everybody. I did different deals with these people. Big shout outs to LL Cool J, who gave me my first deal at 16. I got incredible stories with a lot of these people in the industry, but at the end of the day is what I'm doing right now, and that's Link to Link LLC. We really the movement you want to move with. And I just like to say thank you to Gigi, who has believed in me and been staying by my side all this time since I met her. And I believe it's 9 years now, that she's been a part of my team. And, people like that, it's like me. is rare. You don't find people like us, that's given and willing to work with you and help you along your journey. A lot of these people out here, and I ran into a lot of these people, a lot of fake people out here, and it's sad that, when you have people like us that's genuine, that people want to use and abuse you and try to think they're getting over. But for me, I remember everything, and like I said, I don't have no animosity against nobody out here. I pray to God that everybody continue on living their life and doing what they supposed to do out here. But I remember, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm not scared to say people's names out here. I'm not scared of nothing out here. I walk this land. I've been neutral all my life. I've never been a part of a gang or nothing like that. And not to take anything away from these people, because they had to find something in their life to keep them going and moving forward, But for me, I always stayed, with the Lord. And I know God has blessed me and still blessing me, walking my path, being in this industry, which a lot of things happen in this industry that, I turned down, I turned money down, I turned deals down, because I didn't want to be a part of these certain things that I just didn't want to be a part of, So I just said what's for me is just for me. So I just tell people out there to keep on going, don't stop doing what you're doing. And eventually, if you put the work in, it is eventually going to pay off. And that's the universal law. Whatever you work hard on, eventually is going to pay you back. So just keep on doing the righteous thing out here and do it with positivity, and just do what you got to do.
For
At the end
sure.
of the day, I just say big shout outs to my family, my kids, and everybody that is still standing by link to link and showing moral support, and still reposting things that I post up, or coming out to these shows, buying tickets, and purchasing my CDs and my shirts. I love y'all all, loved ones. To continue on the great work, and God is here with all of us. And let's keep on moving forward for years to come. We here to do what we got to do. Link to link, the movement you want to move with.
For sure. So, one last thing. I want to ask you about your role in the STL Goodfellas movie that they got the trailers out on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that movie happened because Israel Picasso booked me for a show out there with Gene Dill, and we performed, and then he introduced me to Young Tizzy. So big shout outs to Young Tizzy for putting me in that movie and everything, and it was a great experience. And everybody go out and watch the movie, and big shout outs to Young Tizzy, Israel Picasso, and the whole St. Louis. St. Louis, my other brothers out there. What I mean, Nelly, and everybody that showed love and came out when I showed up, you know, Nelly's other group, the Saint Lunatics, Murphy Lee, I appreciate y'all for showing up for me, coming out. I appreciate y'all, family. Link to link.
For sure. And speaking of Young Teasy and St. Louis, you're actually gonna be on the cover of the issue one of the Arch.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, the magazine that
yeah,
they put me in. Thank you for giving me the cover. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Somebody coming from Harlem, New York, and then coming out there to St. Louis, and y'all showed me a lot of love. So, I can't wait to get back to St. Louis for the next shows and parties that we're gonna turn up.
for sure, for sure. All right, man. I appreciate you being on here, man. Make sure y'all go follow him. You want to go ahead and tell people all your social media handles and stuff where they can follow you at?
Well, B Hill, I appreciate you for having me on your platform. That's dope. You know what I mean? Anybody y'all want to get in contact with me, y'all can go to www.linktolinkTV.com, or you can hit me up at linktolinkllc, the number 2 at gmail.com, or you can just call me and we do business 646-973-0667. I answer all calls, you know what I mean? I don't ghost nobody. I'm here to do business with everybody. So let's make this mark and let's all get money together and do what we got to do out here. Link to link,
For
the
sure.
movement you want to move with.
For sure, man. I thanks again for coming on here. For sure.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Love me or hate me. Ooh, ay. Thuggin', are you snaking me? Ay. Love me or hate me. Don't know what you would do. Thuggin', are you snaking me? Gon' be one of the two. Time after time, you done showed me the lie after lie. Never told me the truth. Love me or hate me. Don't know what you would do. Thuggin', are you snaking me? Gon' be one of the two. Time after time, you done showed me the lie after lie. Never told me the truth. You changed, it'll never be the same with you.
So high, can't see the ground. So fly, can't be seen around. So I will be leaving now. Smell like I've been held a pound. There's nothing you can tell me now. Let's just need another round. I see these evils all around.
Call me riches, we smoke swishes when we running shit. Y'all don't even know what this my other bitch. Mr. Miyagi, I'm sipping sake and blowing swishes. Hard to take a L when you always winning. Top was capping like they want it, they ain't on it though. Just to make them mad, I call his favorite hoe.
Time after time, you done showed me the truth.
And I don't need no watch. I don't need no watch. Swear my heart beat. She's a baby. They say it is a gift. I feel like it's a curse. And I don't